Good afternoon. I felt led to give you a word this morning from Christ. His own words, so you'll hear yet again what I've been speaking to you from the beginning. Now, as I prepare for the Witness in the Desert event, you can see the satellite behind me here. This is the satellite system that will give us an uplink so we can, at a very minimum, upload videos to you. And hopefully the connection is solid enough up there in the middle of the desert that we'll be able to come streaming to you live. But understand, the whole entire purpose of why I've even been on here, I don't want to do this, but I'm asked to. I've never wanted to be in front of a camera. I've never wanted to be known in this way. I spent most of my life and my career behind the scenes of things. And today, it's a very different place. Because currently we live in multiple parallel universes that is far too difficult to really understand until you have traversed them, until you have exceeded the frequency level of this world and you have begun to live in the existence of the fifth dimension of this world. That is a spiritual dimension. That the third and the fourth are corrupted at levels that are incomprehensible. To know the difference between good or evil is simply to be within this 3D binary system. What many of you now know is referred to as the Matrix. So what I've been speaking to you from the beginning is a preparation for you. A preparation for you in spirit so you might survive spiritually what is to come. Because you see, this is not home. This isn't where you're from. You've seen people that say, I'm not of this world, or have stickers on their window, but do they really know what that means? Most don't. But we are finding out now, and as you hear my words, they penetrate because they're intended to. If you hear these words and they penetrate to your soul, that's what it means, that the word is piercing to the soul, the word of truth. Now, who speaks truth? Well, if you speak it, you know you speak the truth. So I want to highlight something that I've said many times. Now, I've been told that using the word Christ is even, from an ancient standpoint, isn't the word. Now, focusing on little things like that about what is and what isn't, when Christ is in you, whatever you want to call that, that is source, that is the Father, that is your origin. And for those that would say that Christ came only to tell you these things and not for you to be Christ, not for you to be in Christ, not for you to be connected with the source, well, listen to his words directly. He says in John 16:12, I still have many things to say to you, but you cannot bear them now. Now think about that. He wanted to be able to say them, but they couldn't bear them now. Not at that time. So when could they bear them? How about right now? How about this time? That's where we exist right now. When the Spirit of truth comes, he will guide you into all the truth, for he will not speak on his own authority, but whatever he hears he will speak, and he will declare to you the things that are to come. He will glorify me, for he will take what is mine and declare it to you. He continues. I don't even have to repeat that. He does. All that the Father has is mine. Therefore I said that he will take what is mine and declare it to you. All that Christ had and has is his, and it is being declared to you. Not to some guy over there, not to some person 2,000 years ago, not to some pastor on a pulpit, but to you. And when you receive that, you now have a name that no one knows but yourself. Because your name in this world isn't who you are. Now, the true things that I'm going to be speaking in the future are actually the hardest things to hear. I have yet to get to the toughest part of these messages, but they're coming. And what we're experiencing today is simply a preparation to prepare your spirit for what is to come. And when that truth comes, it will be received in such a way that you will exceed what it is, and you will know how to avoid what is coming upon us. Because time is very short. And as many of you know, this process of refinement, this process of understanding is difficult. And it is time-consuming. It is all-consuming. You are constantly in prayer. You are constantly in seeking these truths. And in doing so, I urge you that when you find yourself, you reach out to somebody else in love and understand that you're speaking to somebody traversing across dimensions, that they are not where you're at. So reach for them. Gently pull them towards where you exist. Don't try to force them. Don't try to make them jump. It's a painful process sometimes, but it is very beautiful. And when you arrive, you know you've arrived. I love you all very much, and I look forward to seeing all of you in the desert.